Okay, you fix it. You fix that.
Hola, peeps. What's happening? We are back here live with Captain Ron and myself, Rustbelt Mechanic.
What's up?
What's happening, guys? We'll see in
the whole 0 people in here. Yeah.
Wait for a couple of people to
there's
hop
5
in
people.
Here. Does this one work?
I'm working on it. Give me a second.
Nope.
You shut your mouth.
How's everybody doing tonight on this fantastic Sunday evening? The Tool and Automotive sermon. We've got a good little bit of information and talk and some chit chat to be having with you guys tonight.
Might just have to restart this, but I'll make it work.
Who's all in here?
We have Ninja Miggs, Dick Skinner, Jerry Montano, George Allen, Nathan Comel, James Dick English.
You can drop the announcer voice when misspelling.
James Dipstick Taylor, Dorn G, Andy Olstein. Come on down. Hi, guys.
Alrighty.
All right,
so
start this.
We got a whole lot of cool stuff going on into the Rustbelt Mechanic show this last week. As you guys saw, started in on a really big project of pulling the cab on the Duramax. Now, I wasn't shitting you guys. I wasn't lying. That was the first time that I've ever pulled a cab on a Chevy before. And it was kind of intimidating there for a little bit. And I'll admit, there for a little while, a couple of days prior to, I was actually looking for some YouTube videos to see about how to help me pull this cab.
The YouTuber looking for YouTube.
That is looking up
that
YouTube
is extremely
videos.
Meta.
Yeah, it is. It is. And, like I said, I won't lie about it. I seriously was. But at the same time, I really wanted to, get the most efficiency out of it because I had planned on, doing this whole thing over, a lot of it over the weekend. So I didn't want to have to spend freaking like 9 hours there pulling this cab. So I was actually, I started on Friday right after work. Everybody else left work, and then I started in on the truck. So at like 6 p.m. is when I started, and I got done with it and filming and everything right there at about 9:30 at night. So it wasn't too bad, that with filming, and I got a couple of phone calls and took care of a couple of other things in amongst it and got everything done in that amount of time. I thought it was pretty good.
Dude, you were gone forever.
Forever.
Like.
Literally.
Well, I mean, think about it. You went in at 8 o'clock.
Oh, during the whole day? Yeah.
Yeah. You went in at 8 o'clock and you walked in about 10-ish?
9:30.
9:30-ish?
9:45-ish. Yeah, it was when I got home. Yep, that was a long day.
Yeah.
I was kind of hurting. I really was.
Just a little bit.
And then the next day, on Saturday, we also had to go in for work and everything. What's up, Practical Mechanic?
What's up, Practical?
Yeah, we were going in, and I ended up going in at 6 a.m. to do another video, which that video, I'm going to have that one drop on Monday. So
I mean, if you guys watch his videos and want to watch them,
we're going to lose a host real quick. What's up, Jason?
What up, Jason?
Yep. So then worked my standard shift there at work after my 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. little stint, and I did a video in that time. Worked from 8 till 1, and then from 1 till 4, I had. If you guys keep a follow on me on Instagram, you guys will see that I got the heads off of the Duramax also. So everything, cab off, everything's apart, heads off. Heads went to the machine shop on Saturday also.
Stripped.
It's everything is in pieces. Now there's still one more thing going to be coming apart off of it. We're going to be pulling the transfer case and transmission. So it's going to be a chassis with an engine block on it.
And a bed.
The bed's on it.
The bed. Yeah.
Yep. And just a whole lot of freaking the Mini Cooper.
George, yeah. You want to know what he's driving? The Mini.
So I show up at the machine shop, and my buddy who runs it, Corey. So I pull up, and he's like, "So you're here dropping off some badass cylinder heads for a big old lifted Dirty Max
in a Mini Cooper."
In a Mini Cooper. Yep, legit.
Seems legit.
That's what happened.
Are they gonna paint the chassis?
Paint the chassis. Actually, my chassis is pristine. Like, there's a couple of little spots, like on the tops of the mounts, just from where the body sat and everything right there, that I'll end up scuffing up, cleaning up, and just shooting a coat on that one. But my chassis is spick span clean coated, and I don't have to do any of that. Now, if at that time where you had your standard Ohio truck, yeah, that's the time to strip everything off, clean it, paint it. If you guys were doing brake lines, dude, everything. So like if I ever have to do a full set of brake lines on a Duramax or anything from now on, I'm pulling the cab. I shit you not. I'm seriously going to pull the cab if I have to do full set of brake lines, anything, if fuel lines from front to back. If I had the ability, if I had the chance to do another pull in the cab on another Duramax. And I think the worst thing that I ran into was aftermarket accessories. So if I had a standard Duramax with no aftermarket accessories that are, wired all the way through the truck, I'm pretty sure I could have that cab pulled in about an hour and a half, right around there.
Mm-hmm.
So that hour and a half of time to sit there on a chassis or sit there on the front wheels and be able to do that, then yeah, I would definitely do that in a heartbeat. Jonathan, what's happening, man? Hey, did you get the box I sent you this last week also?
About time you got here, Jim. It's not like we do this every weekend at the same time.
That's right. So we've got a couple of things to get in here, a couple of points that I've kind of picked out to be able to get in store for you guys this evening.
He said he was napping.
Napping? What is napping? I don't understand these words. You horrible people. So I was talking with my wife, and we were talking about the neighbor had talked about his brother had this Ford and how much of a piece of junk it was. And that's what we hear around here all this time, is how much, Fords are hated around in this area.
Yeah.
And if JC Trucks was in here, JC Smith, he would be shitting a brick about that one. He's my Ford bro.
His gums.
Yeah, he's my Ford guy. But the difference in the love and the hate of different vehicles across the country, depending on where you guys are at. Here in this area, we are big Dodge country.
Mm-hmm.
Dodge boys and Chevys are kind of up there. They're all right. But the Ford guys, boy, they get crapped on all over around here. Wife's upstairs taking care of getting some munchkins to bed right now. But she's around.
When a Ford guy has got to have the big FORD on the grill just so he knows what kind of truck he has.
Don't forget the tailgate.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yep.
Bleeding
for blue. Yeah. Pretty sure that's just around here. That's one of those things that is just a rough subject for a lot of guys, just depending on what part of the country. So what I want to hear from you guys is, in your area, out of the top three, and we'll just leave this to trucks right here, and then we'll talk about some car stuff here in a little bit. But as far as truck wise, in your area, put where you're from and 1, 2, 3. I want to see that one, the different areas. You go out to Eastern Ohio.
Should we do this instead? Instead of having them do that, let's do a Survey Monkey poll.
This is too much effort.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's super easy.
They write state.
They click on the link and they pick what they want, and then we can see it in real time.
We can do that later. That's way too much effort.
No.
See, look, coming through Massachusetts, Chevy, Dodge, Jeep. Jeep is Dodge, so it's Chevy, Dodge, Ford. We'll put that way. Yeah, Jeep is up
Texas
there.
too. Way to follow instructions.
Yeah, see, if now in Ohio, if you go out east,
Right there.
that's Ford country.
Eastern Ohio, Chevy, Ford, Dodge.
Really? So southeast is where J.C. Smith is, and that's Ford country. Dude, they are
and apparently
blue oval all over the place.
Apparently, Illinois is the same way. Chevy, Ford, Dodge. Alaska is Jeep and Dodge. Apparently, they don't get anything else but Jeeps up there.
Chicago, GM. That is true. Chicago, they are the GM capital, man.
Eastern North Carolina, Ford, Dodge, Chevy. New Jersey, Ford, Dodge, Chevy. Texas, 222. I still don't know. I don't think Brad understands what's going on.
Ford.
Los Angeles, Ford, Chevy, Dodge.
He thought 2 was Dodge.
So it's just Dodge. No Toyotas? No,
we're just talking about the big 3 around here. You know,
the 3 important ones.
Because they, you know, on the last stream we also talked about how the sales numbers for the main 3 truck companies had kind of swapped places around. Ford, they've been top number 1 for the last 50 years. Best-selling trucks in America. That's just what they are. So that's what I was kind of wanting to see was where you guys are seeing the Ford guys. And it looks like up northeastern part of the U.S., you guys are all seeing, you know, Fords. You know, along. And my guess is along the coasts. Coasts are going to be the big Ford country.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the greater population in those areas. And the fact that Ford also has the, you know, a lot of the bigger trucks, the fleet line things that you see a lot of the times, you know, that's just kind of what you see. But based off of sales, what we were talking about is in the 1500 class of things, Ford's always been 1 for like the last 50 years, and then Chevy was number 2. Well, as of 2019, Dodge stepped it up a notch, and they ended up getting the Motor Trend Truck of the Year and ousting Chevy for the number 2 position in that aspect. So now you've got Ford, Dodge, Chevy coming up on the truck lines of lists. Michigan, big Ford.
I like this Chevy.
Dick Snader says
Chevy. There's a lot of emphasis on the sh.
Yeah. Now I see you guys are talking about some of the cars, the Hondas and Subis. Now that's a whole different gang of things. When you're talking cars around here, Hondas and Toyotas, or I'm sorry, Hondus. Them Hondus. Big old Eric O statement right there. Them Hondus. So they're big around here.
So George said he had 4 shops.
What's up, Antonio?
Or 4 Fords in his shop the other day. That's a little on the light side, isn't it?
Now for some places, yes, it is. Thankfully, in our shop, we work on a lot of Fords, but not Ford trucks.
No,
like
we don't see a whole lot of Ford trucks.
We really don't get a lot of Ford trucks around here because they just don't sell that often. It's just not one of those things. Now, Ford cars and SUVs around here, holy shit nuts.
Yeah,
they are
all over the place.
Everywhere, man. It's big.
Colorado has a lot of Toyotas and Subis, but for full-size truck, it's Ford, Dodge, Chevy.
Yeah, I can see that. There's more of the ones I'm seeing now. The guys are saying that where the Ford's still on the top of the line in the list.
Dick Skinner says, I went out and counted all the trucks. I have 6 trucks. 2 of them still run.
That's not a really great percentage there, Dick. The F-150 is becoming a regular shop. Yep.
So, yeah, we don't,
67.
I don't think I've seen that many. I don't think I've seen that many trucks. Ford truck. You said Ford trucks in our shop.
No, the only ones that we normally see is that we have a buy here, pay here, like a car and credit lot. Now, that's about the only place where we really see a whole lot of Ford trucks.
Mm-hmm.
I think on our lot right now, we only have, 2 Ford trucks right now. We have, and they're actually really expensive ones. We've got a Ford F-250, big, I think it's a 6.4. Yep, 6.4. It's a newer one. And then we've also got a 2017 Raptor that was traded in for that
one we took to lunch?
No, the Raptor.
I thought we took a Raptor to lunch one time.
No, we took a Chevy diesel to lunch.
Oh, that red one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't know, some kind of truckish thing.
It was a truck.
It had
was
a bed,
kind of stupid.
and I got
but
shoved
whatever.
in the back seat.
Yeah, I did.
Yep. So
I will give Dodge one thing about their back seats of their trucks. They're roomy.
Dodges, that's a big, huge thing about
Like
those.
6'5" guy can sit back there with tons of room and not a single problem.
410 in the house. What's up, man?
What up, man? It's 410.
My bad. My bad.
And what's up, Antonio? How you doing, man?
So yeah, that was just something interesting that we had a kind of a talk about this morning.
Don't forget about the EcoBoost stuff in the Fords too.
What about those?
I know, exactly.
Why a Duramax over a Cummins? So if you've seen the channel there, I actually had Dodges, the rest of the vehicles that I've had. I haven't owned a Chevy in probably 6 years, and that's saying a lot because I go through cars like water. Like I seriously every year and a half or so, new car. I just
So
through them all
how long
the
have
time.
how long have you had the Duramax?
A year.
Oh, so we still got a year to go.
Yeah, we got 1 year.
But you've had the Charger for
year and a half, 2 years. Year and a half.
So that's coming up.
Right around there. And then the last Chevy that I owned
Trade the Charger in
was
for a Hellcat?
probably back in 2010-ish. I had an Olds Bravada that I had for about 3.5 months.
Nice. So not to interrupt you, but we have some props to give somebody in the chat. So George said he just passed his ASE testing. He's officially certified, working in the shop for the last 3 years.
Good job, George. ASC certification.
On that note, I took my, I guess, pre-ASE test and passed all mine.
Yep. You just got to wait on your 2 years
now,
don't. Which is actually right about now, right?
No, that ASE test I took is my 2 years.
Oh, well, shoot.
So now I can go take them whenever I want to.
Oh, that's that test. That was an official ASE test.
No, it wasn't official.
A pre-test.
No, it was a pre-test, but passing those allows me to forego that 2 year wait.
I gotcha.
So now I can go take them whenever I want.
Gotcha. Now, did they tell you what the testing was like?
I mean, you have.
Yeah, the ASE testing in our area. What it used to be, you used to sit in a giant classroom, kind of like the standardized tests were at school, where you just sat in a huge room with like 30 people. They gave you these sealed booklets. You sliced them open with your pencil. Used to be that
like
way.
Will Smith and Men in Black.
Yep, snap his pencil.
Do I got to pull the big table
that's
over
right.
to me?
Yep, that's how it used to be. Now it's all done on a computer in a standardized testing lab. Yep, that's what it's called. Where you've got like 37 cameras on you, making sure you don't cheat. You put your phones and everything into this Faraday cage locker so you get no signals in or out of the building. They wand you before you come to the building.
That seems a bit excessive for
then
an
before
ASE
you
test.
go into the test. Well, that's because it's a standardized testing center. Not only do they do tests for ASE, they do tests for the bar, for NASA, all kinds of testing.
Yeah, because we're rocket scientists.
Exactly. But that's just the fact that they use those testing centers.
Right.
I was surprised they
You would think that they would do something like that at like the Chrysler Training Center or something like that. I mean, it's kind of overkill.
You would think so, but yeah. Slapping a turbo on the 3.6 and killing the 5.7. Because the 3.6 takes up so much room, Eric, you probably won't be seeing too many turbos on those 3.6s. They take up a lot of room, especially with vacuum pumps and everything else on there. They're already, hurting for space aside from being in the trucks. So I don't think you'll see that one. Now, for some of our Ridge upfitted Jeeps and trucks, the Jeeps especially, they've put supercharger kits on the 3.6s, puts them up to about 425 horse, and they're able to do that one, but that's cost right there. Those supercharger and turbocharger kits, they're quite costly.
Speaking of 3.6s, do we want to tell the folks at home about the stupid ass charger we got in the other day?
Which one?
The one I prepped. I told you about that, didn't I? So we got
Obviously not.
a Charger GT in, and it's got the hood scoop. Remember
Okay.
that one?
Yeah, that's just people ordering those body packages now.
Yeah, so they ordered a GT body package with the hood scoop and everything. Inside it's got all the performance gauges and stuff like that, and it even had launch controls.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a 3.6 in it.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing seeing cars like that.
I mean, opened it up and I about lost it.
Now my wife drives a 3.6 Charger, but
you can drive it every once in a while.
It's an all-wheel drive, and it's nothing fancy. It doesn't pretend to have all these body packages and everything like that, but it's still nice to have, I think. But all those body packages are what people are really wanting it to, look the part.
It's got to look the part, but it doesn't have it underneath the hood.
We'll just slap one of the Elephants in there.
I'm down.
You think the Elephant could, or the rest of the powertrain could keep up with a Elephant motor?
Fuck no.
A low-line 8-speed trans and that little transfer case. They can hold up to 1,000 horse.
George says it identifies as fast.
I like that one. So that leads us on to the next point of discussion here was Mopar Day. I really like that they actually made this a nice little holiday here.
Yep.
So 4/26 from now on is going to be called Mopar Day.
Yes.
So I really like that coin term. And then to celebrate,
we should get that day off.
Mopar Day, they come in and they drop the pricing and specs on the Elephant motor.
Yep.
They put out that definitely 1,000 horse freight engine out for sale officially. $29,995.
You can get it at the low price of $30 a pony.
Yep. $29.95 per hearse per. Yep. $30K, over $30K with tax, but they offer it $29,995 for 1,000 horsepower in a box, shipped to your house.
And that comes with, your wiring, your PCM, all the stuff that you need for it. So, it's not like you're just getting the motor.
No, it comes with a standalone ECU harness and everything like that too, from what I read.
What's up, Rob?
So it comes with that, but
install kit's another $3.
That would be
that's that's the instructions.
No, that would be the under Mopar kind of thing. No, they'd add it for $1, just like the Demon, where you get a driver's seat. If you want a passenger seat, it's $1.
Yep.
You want a back seat, it's $1. But you know what? I don't want to spend those $3.
No, who needs that?
No,
that's just extra weight.
No, not extra weight. I just don't want to spend $3 extra.
Oh, well, that too. I don't want anybody riding in my Demon.
What you should do, I would love to see this Instagram post. So if anybody knows anybody with a Demon, I want to see a Demon with just a driver's seat, $1 hamburger, McDonald's hamburger in each one of the seat spots. Yep, use my $3 the right way.
What's up, Aiden?
Yeah. Instead of getting the other seats, they bought 3
They
hamburgers.
went to McDonald's and bought hamburgers. Yep.
Bought 3 hamburgers and set them in those seat spots. Yep, use my $3 way more wisely.
Seems legit.
I would lose my shit if I saw that one. That would be a great post.
But then we got to find somebody who actually has a Demon with just the driver's seat in it.
Yeah, that's true. Just because everyone, with that money,
you got
they spent the $1.
If you're gonna have a Demon,
you got to have $3.
You got to have the extra seats
and then took it out
so that you can have somebody sit with you.
Jake, does it have the other 3 seats in it? Most people, like I said, I don't think I've ever seen one without the other seats in it. I've only seen it with they've optioned for the seats because it was only $3 extra.
Corey, I got one that I'm finishing. I'm going to be finishing it up tonight and posting tonight.
What's up, JC Smith? So JC, earlier on in the chat, you might have to walk back through and watch this one later. But earlier we asked the guys all across the United States and other countries as well where they see the big 3 manufacturers, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, in their respects of what they brought in their different regions. So the sales numbers and in general what kind of truck amounts you see in your area, which one is more predominant. We were talking about here where we live, it's all Dodge country, big boy Dodges, and then second in the list is Chevy, followed up by the hated Ford in our area.
What's up, LB7?
I know you don't like to hear that, JC, but in our area, that's just kind of what we see. Down in southern Ohio and down in like Kentucky area, they're big old Ford guys.
No, they also sleep with their sisters, so.
We're going to go there, huh?
I mean, it's Kentucky. I mean, there wouldn't be stereotypes if anything wasn't true.
That's true. I mean, I talked to my engine builder, or the machine shop. I took my the heads for the Duramax into the machine shop, and I talked to him about a couple of more upgrades. If he was able to, he's obviously going to be checking through the heads, going to test the spring tension, make sure all the springs are up to shape, relap some valves, clean the heads fully, and then check the deck and everything right there. So they're going to be doing that. And then I asked him, so when guys bring these heads into you, what other additional things do you offer? Can you see them doing? He said, honestly, around here, nobody's got the money hardly ever to be able to put these Duramaxes up above 1,000 horsepower. They just, it's not a big market around here to do that. Now, Dodge guys around here, he's like, yep, them heads, they're getting, full, the sodium filled valves. They're getting the titanium valve seats put in, or they're just getting a billet head. It's nuts around here.
So JC says it depends on the use. This is still pretty strong Ford country here for the average 3/4 to 1 ton, but Ram 4500 and 5500 are more popular in the long heavy haul guys.
Yep, that's definitely around here. But around here, the Ford guys, they're just not so predominant in the smaller line trucks either.
George said we got a Ford F-150 Shelby edition in the other day. That was pretty interesting. That's what we had at the shop, at our shop, wasn't it?
Yep, that's what we had in there, and that's what a guy over in Indianapolis purchased it and traded in that 2017 Raptor for that Shelby edition.
And something else, didn't he?
Nope. It was just that.
Oh, I thought Steve was talking about he's traded in 2 things.
Nope, that one was just that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, then there's a few smart Duramax guys. But anyways, I was talking to the engine guy, and I was asking him, for what I'm doing, and I've asked a couple of guys this one. I was asking on these heads, do you do porting, polishing? What other things do you see guys doing at what different horsepowers? And he said, honestly, around here, the guys with the Duramaxes, they just don't go to that high horsepower to where anything really matters. A lot of the Duramax stuff, stock heads and everything, they're usually good up for 800 horse, 750, 800 horse, right around there. Yeah, you can do some upgraded rockers, a couple of, the little bridges, upgrade those, and that's just, peace of mind. But until you get above 800 horse in a lot of sense on the Duramax engines, that's at the point in which you have to start spending big money.
Yeah.
You have to do the specialty cranks. You've got to do the forged, can't word today, the pistons and the rods. You got to be able to do that one to get above that one, because the Duramaxes are known so much for snapping the cranks in half. But where I'm going to be at, which is going to be the 700 to 750 range, right around there, is what we're kind of hoping for. I don't think we're going to be snapping too much or getting anything crazy. So
snapping necks
all day. That's what it does right now. But I asked him about porting and polishing in that aspect, and he said that good luck finding first anybody in the state of Ohio hardly that will port and polish a set of Duramax heads for less than $1,500 to $2,000. I'm like, well, why the hell? He said, one, because there's so many coolant passages and not a lot of meat in through them. On top of that, there's 16 intake runners on each head. So it's just a whole lot of work to be able to shave these things down and polish each one of those individual ports.
So flipping back to the
Yep,
chat,
JC. I'm kind of looking forward to that one. I am. And I'm thinking that's going to be a mid to end summer one on that one. So you guys will have to kind of wait on that one. It's going to be a big. I don't even think Captain Ron knows about that.
nope, I have no idea what you're talking about.
He doesn't. But it's going to be a good one, and hopefully, JC, you'll see where I'm at with my build. Hopefully, you'll get some information off of this one, kind of to that also.
So running back through chat real quick, where'd it go?
Yes, Jason, I am rocking the enthusiast gear. This one right here, this is going to be me winning Ron Burgundy right here. I'm definitely. I think this is.
LB7 said if Kyle wins Ron Burgundy, I'm going to be upset.
You upset,
dude?
How would you be upset? You would get to see that every week from here on out.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. Kyle has a bad habit of playing this game called Kyle Always Wins.
Kyle likes to win.
So yeah, but nobody else likes it. I'm just telling you.
Everybody loves that game.
I'm just being honest.
Everybody loves that game.
No.
What's up, Warren? Yeah. So this one, it was worth 2 entries. So I've got double the chance at winning Ron.
I'm pretty sure Jason just said it's mine to win.
No, I don't think so. No.
Now, here's a question. So let's say, hypothetically, you don't win. But
what if I do win? Let's go there first.
No. Listen to my words.
No.
You're doing this. You need to do this. Let's say you don't win. I did.
Okay.
But one of the other YouTubers you follow does win.
Are
you gonna be mad?
No. See, that's the other thing that I would. All of these big specialty trucks that get built on YouTube channels or Diesel Brothers and everything, it's one of those things where the only time you ever hear about them is on some stupid Discovery Channel special, like 5 years later. You know, kind of like the Pimp My Ride specials. Where are they now? And you see these, badass rides that they built like 5 years later in pieces of shit, just trashed out by some freaking nobody killed this truck and just left it in a fucking ditch, like, in the middle of nowhere, and they're just destroyed. That's what I don't want to see. I want to see these trucks.
Some rando person is going to win it, and it's going to sit in their garage.
Yeah, that's even more depressing.
LB7 says, if I win it, can I come show it to you?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can, and by all means, you can bring it here and just rub it in his face.
No, and then let me
and let him drive it.
I don't have to drive it. Can I put a bigger turbo on it? I think that'd be pretty badass. It's a badass looking truck. I'm gonna have to, admit to that one. I'm not one for red paint, but that burgundy on that one. Now, yes, I would definitely show it off. Now, I think if I end up winning it, the first thing that I would do to that truck is I would put a specialty compartment in the dash where you would just have an automatic button. It would have to be an electronic button to click it, and it would open lights, music, and it would be the Sex Panther cologne. Sex Panther cologne.
You know what?
Right there.
That just makes me think of that episode of Archer when his mom gets him the Charger. And there he opens up he pushes the button, the glove box opens up, and there's like two big flasks of like whiskey in there and stuff like that. And he's just like, I'm looking into the face of God.
Yep. It's a good place to read.
I mean, if you're into that.
Yeah. No, that's the first thing that I would do. There would have to be an electronic Sex Panther opening thing right there in the dash.
Would it smell of rich mahogany? Leather-bound books?
He knows it. He knows it right there.
And Jason says Barry White blasting on the radio.
I would definitely have to do a whole special. And I would have to try my hardest to get that actor. Why can't I ever think of actors' names?
I don't know.
Who played Rod and Burgundy?
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. If I could get Will Ferrell to take a ride in Ron Burgundy, I think that would be like the tip of my life right there. right there, that would be something freaking amazing. I'd have to go for that one. Yeah.
I'm on it, guys. Don't worry about it. Had a troll come in.
Oh, it happens.
Trolls like to be trolls.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So, moving forward then on the Duramax build.
Anything but political in here.
Yeah, we are not getting into that one. Not at all. Nope. I don't want to pretend to be political. I hear about that enough every freaking day of my life.
Yep.
Here in freaking Ohio, man. Tell you what. Anyways,
what's up, Novataz?
Going further, Novataz, what's up, man?
Where's entertainment while he sets up his stream?
Right here, right in her.
Right, her.
Yeah, it happens. All that YouTube's fame. That's right. Mm-hmm. So we've got a lot of stuff coming up.
Ohio people are the worst.
We are crazy. We're like really crazy. Look at these crazy eyes. So moving forward on the Duramax build, we've got a lot of stuff coming up for that. Like I said, Saturday morning, I recorded another video. That one will be dropping tomorrow. We've got that one for the injectors, pulling those, taking some other stuff apart, talking about the build a little bit more. Then I haven't forgotten about the homemade tool challenge. I have had a couple of people message me and comment on a couple of videos for that one. Like, where's that video at? I'm like, man, I've had this Duramax stuff planned for this weekend for a long time now, so it had to get done. Like, it's one of those things, it had to get done in this time frame. It's on a rack at my work, so it had to be there for that one. So unfortunately, that will kind of kill things for this next week Nifty Tools of the Week video, because that homemade tool video
gonna be your nifty tool?
Will be my Nifty Tool of the Week.
There you go. I'm not creative enough to make a tool, so I'm just gonna leave it to him.
So yeah, I've got everything that I need to make the tool that I'm wanting. I just need to do the video.
Do I count as the tool?
You are the special tool.
Not the first time I've heard that.
Yep. Hashtag make a tool. So that one is going to be for Wednesday's video. And then later on this week, as I said before, I took that trip to Pennsylvania to pick up that transmission for the Duramax.
Good night, Aiden.
We are going to be taking that one to Specialty Shop down in Fairborn, Ohio, where a buddy of mine's got the Duramax shop that helped me out before. He's going to be helping me go through the trans, making sure what's in it is in it, and it's good, and it's able to work for what I need it to do. Ouch. Plus, we're going to be swapping over the bell housings, because the trans that I picked up is it was off of an LML, something like the LMM, and the bell housings are different. So I have to take my LBZ bell housing and put that onto that transmission as well. So we're going to be doing that one probably later in the week.
Brad's being hurtful.
Brad?
Yeah. He said tools are useful.
That's low.
I know.
How low can you go?
I'm hurt. Yes, Dirty Ron is my after hours name.
JC, yeah. We took the northern route. We didn't take 70 across. We went up by Akron and stuff like that. He was actually 30 or 35 minutes north of Pittsburgh. So we ended up going along the northern route across Ohio up there. But we still seriously need to get together and do something. We do live in this state.
You're irritating your Pennsylvania fans. Like, everybody's like, how dare you come to Pennsylvania and not pay the toll and come see your fans?
JC, he's in Ohio, but it's between here. He's between here.
I know, but A. Miller says, how dare you go to PA and not pay the toll to come see your fans?
I mean, I was there, but you know what? Time restraints that too. I literally left my house at 4:45 in the morning, drove straight there 4.5 hours, talked to the guy for 15 minutes, loaded up a trans, handed him some money, and drove 4.5 hours back. I was in the truck for 9 damn hours that day.
Yep.
That was a long enough day. I'm not like JC where I could be able to do this trucking stuff and be able to do over the road kind of things. I can't do that kind of stuff.
So LB7 gives us a new idea for a new website.
Tool Hub.
It's Tool Hub. It's Pornhub for tools.
I
think we should make it.
You think so, huh?
Why not? Anything to bring in extra money.
Jason, I think you need to do that one. I think that we could have something together. If I know especially that far in advance, I think that's something that we definitely need to make happen. I'm on the western side of Ohio, so I'm sure we could find something in the middle, somewhere around JC's area, over a little bit farther east. I think that would be something really neat.
Doing a Rustbelt meet and greet.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We could definitely do that one.
Featuring Captain Ron.
Featuring the Captain of Rons. Yeah, so we're trying to get all this stuff ready to go, and the videos might be a little bit more chaotic over here in the next couple of weeks or so. Because I'm trying to get the truck done and make sure it's tuned and reliable before the end of May. I'm taking it on vacation. We'll be taking a vacation.
It better be done.
We're
going to have problems.
Yeah. We're going to the Outer Banks.
I'm going to have if it's not done, we're probably going to have to buy a Pacifica just to get everything down there and and trade in the Kia for it. So we'd have too many vans at that point. Yes, I will be the poster child.
That's true. But yeah, we're wanting to make sure that's something that's working quite well before that happens. So trying to push all this stuff through, plus a lot of the other sponsored things that are coming for the truck are going to be here hopefully in time. The injectors, I literally overnighted them from here to Montana and paid a fucking arm and a leg for shipping to get them there in time for Monday or Tuesday. It's like second day air or something like that.
JC says his Fords will be ready to pick up your broke Isuzu Max.
I don't think that one's gonna break, man. I think that one's gonna be something badass. I don't think I like the cabs as much on those, the Isuzu Max, but I still love the fact that it's big, beefy, badass truck with a dirty Max that's got plenty of potential, and you're going to find that out. Definitely going to find that out.
I'm still waiting for the day I get my project car.
Someday, Captain Ron.
I know.
Someday.
There's a lot of I got a lot of wants on my list at the moment.
But we also need to bring up the fact that today is Sunday, Thursday. People, you guys need to send some congrats over to Captain Ron because we're going to be having his graduation ceremony.
Yes.
On Thursday.
Yes.
Big old boy right here is graduating college.
We might do.
I'm so proud of you, buddy.
We might do a live stream, a short live stream from Sinclair just prior to the banquet. Might get there a little early. Do some live streaming of, just talking about things, whatever might happen. Nothing too planned, nothing too informal, or formal, anything like that.
We might have to do that one. We'll probably live stream it. Now it's probably going to be
boring.
No, I'm just thinking about it because Jason's live stream on Thursday is from 8 to 9 our local time. So I think it'll be just before his.
Yeah,
we'll
probably starts at 7. So
we'll probably get in, half a live stream in before that one happens.
Yes, and before I forget, thank you guys all for the congratulations, all the props. I do appreciate it. It's been a long time coming. I'm ready to be done. So.
Yeah, I can hear that one. You've only got your graduation ceremony's on Thursday. Does that mean next Monday you're back to the shop?
Yes.
Yeah? So this is your last week?
Yeah.
Last full week?
Yeah.
And then Monday, you're putting on them big boy pants and going flat rate? Or are you going to start the month?
Apparently. I don't know.
I bet you they'll start you at the beginning of the month for pay period stuff.
So it would be June?
June 1st.
I mean, to get back into the swing of things and everything like that, that would probably be beneficial.
Probably.
Just to get me back into it, and that way it gives the service writers time to allocate work to me and because they're gonna have they've been dealing with just you and the other two guys that are flat rate in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're gonna have to allocate a fourth one.
Plus, there's a Duramax in everybody's way.
Yeah, there's that too. So,
now, JC, you couldn't put that Ford emblem on the back window because then the back window would break.
Okay.
Of all the things on the truck, the back window would certainly end up breaking.
This is totally off subject, but kind of not. Talking about back windows. We were on our way home today, and I saw a Toyota truck that had the entire back window down. Like it's a power window, but it's the entire. The first thing that came to my mind was, I bet that regulator is a bitch to replace.
But it's not.
I bet you the entire back seat's got to come out.
Yeah, you know how easy those back seats are to come out.
Yeah, but I mean,
cake. And then it's probably like the back of like a tailgate with just a steel panel. You take those out and like, oh, bet you it's 15 minutes.
Probably is.
Way easier than a front door panel on a newer Mopar vehicle.
That's true.
Where you've got that unipanel inside the door.
God, yeah.
How many people have done window regulators on, say, 2014 or 15 and newer Mopar vehicles? The dumbest idea ever. They make their window regulators built onto the inner plastic removable panel
so you have
of
to
the driver's doors.
Piece.
It's absolutely retarded. And not only that, the sliding doors are the same way. And then you've got the fucking sliding door. And then what do they do on top of that? They bolt the door latch to that inner panel. So not only you have this whole inner panel with a window regulator that you have to cut little holes to press the tabs in to release the window, put the window all the way up, take the whole harness off of the door, fold it all the way back.
Well, it's just
unbolt the latch, and you have to take this entire inner panel out with a latch, all right there on a front door or a sliding door. It is the stupidest idea.
I mean, we did a window regulator for a Grand Caravan, sliding door on a Grand Caravan in class, and that thing was a pain in the ass. Like you got to take the window out.
Yeah. You have to take the window all the way out.
Sucks. Like it, even with like 3 or 4 people, it still took us like the entire freaking class period to do it.
I see,
and that was only because half of them were helping.
The only issue that I have on the van ones, yes, they suck to do, but they do pay pretty good on flat rate to be able to do them. The only issue that I have is you have to take out the B and C pillar trim pieces on that door. Mm-hmm. Those ones, they're just like, just pop them out. I don't think I've taken but just 1 or 2 off in the entire career without breaking the tabs on them. It's kind of stupid. So, yeah. Yep, break it when you're waiting on freaking parts. Yep. Mm-hmm. Your wife has a town and country, and you drive Ram trucks all the time on your stream, and you always say how much you absolutely hate the package that these Cummins engines come in, but they work so well. They're absolutely fantastic. I don't know. Hopefully here, guys, you'll be seeing a 99 Ram on the channel. Hopefully here soon. Once it gets through the system, waiting on everything on Chicagoland. So hopefully that one will be coming up probably in summertime, somewhere around there. We're not pushing for that one too fast or anything like that, but I think it'll be something really cool. So we'll have that one to be able to work on as well. What else did we have on here? Something that I just thought was funny. Some of these bigger trucks, and I've had a whole lot of people asking me, why don't you make your truck a SEMA truck? Why don't you do the SEMA stuff? Like, you know what? I've actually talked to quite a few people, YouTubers and everything, who have done or are wanting to try to do SEMA builds. Do you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to do a SEMA build?
Oh, I'm sure it's incredibly stupid.
There are very few of the people who have full-time other careers that are able to do a SEMA build.
Like the SEMA build stuff are probably their careers.
Just about. And that's just one of those things that it takes up so much of the time that it's absolutely horrendous on everybody's live. And I don't think I could ever do that. Yeah, if anybody after this stream wants to tune in, Novotaz also runs a live stream, usually for half of the night afterwards. What, like 3, 4, 5 hours you guys run to be able to stop in on that one. They get some pretty good conversation here and there too. But yeah, the SEMA guys and the SEMA builds, everybody thinks like, oh yeah, it's going to be so awesome to be able to have your truck featured there in SEMA across the entire internet and the world and everything. You know how shitty it is to be able to get there? It's almost like it's not worth all of that hate and how much expense it is and how much time it runs trying to get sponsors for everything across the whole platform on getting these trucks there. And that on top of that, if you're not local there, to be able to get the truck there in absolute perfect SEMA quality, like that thing can't have a speck of anything on it to be able to get it there. On top of spending,
I'm sure their qualifications to get into that show are super stupid strict.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And talking about that with the,
it's like,
the
oh,
sponsors,
you got this tiny scratch right here?
No, well, they're very strict on stickers. So the sponsor stickers can only be for the sponsor area that you're in on the vehicle. It can't be to sponsor or to showcase other things like if you had a YouTube channel or something like that, you can't put your YouTube channel sticker
I guess
on your truck.
I guess your truck's not going.
Yep, you couldn't do that one. And then on top of that, trying to piece together all of these different sponsors. And I've had a lot of questions on sponsors from everybody else and what kind of sponsors that I get here and there. And I've had quite a few different things sponsored for the Duramax. If you guys have seen on social media this last week, kind of revealed that over on Instagram that Ryan's Performance Diesel, they have sponsored the turbo for the truck build. And they put a big post onto their Instagram page this last week showing exactly what they built for me and everything. So that one, that I'm extremely grateful for that one. And it's really cool to be able to showcase and to help out some of these companies that aren't, gigantic names in the industry, the PPEs and stuff like that, to be able to help them out to build their business, to build them up and boost them. And then on top of that, them giving their all into helping me on my build as well. So these guys over at Ryan's Performance Diesel, they're an awesome amount of guys. Just in talking to them about the turbo, he's probably put about an hour and a half some time just talking to me about the different parts and everything for the build on the truck. Mm-hmm. Because when I do things, I got to do them right. Like I got to be able to put them all together and overkill. I'll admit to that one. But I talked to them. I'm like, so when I do this, what other parts do I need? And then from that point, after I talked to them, I went out and started talking to a couple of other places on maybe a couple of other sponsorships. Yes, some places contact me, but I also reach out to a couple other places too. Like, hey, we've got this build going on with these parts from this place, these parts from this place. Is it something that you would be interested in? And it's kind of different and weird to be able to see where the companies are at in their stage of development. So obviously, if they're super small, they can't afford to give you a full sponsor, anyone for that matter, right, a full sponsorship on the parts that they run, especially diesel parts, which are astronomically expensive in a lot of areas. So they can't afford to do that, but they want to help you out and they want to help to try to get their name out there at the same time. So they give you discounts here and there. But seeing the amount of money that they've got available to be able to give for sponsorships, and then once you get to the bigger guys, if you're asking for sponsorships from, PPE, Bodyguard Bumpers. I know I've talked to a couple other big ones like that. If you message them about sponsorships, they're like, is your truck going to SEMA? No. Then no.
Then go pound sand.
Then we're not sponsoring you. I'm like, that's the only thing Yes, we only want extremely high profile vehicles that are in the $100,000+ range, and they get exposure on their channel status every single day.
So let's say hypothetically you were to get to like say 100,000 subscribers or even 500,000 subscribers, and you go to them and say,
"Where is this hypothetical coming from?"
Oh, just whatever.
Okay.
So you go to them and be like, "Hey, look, I'm a YouTuber. I've got 500,000 subscribers. Would you be interested?" And if they came, would they still come back? You think and say, "Are you going to SEMA?"
Oh yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah, a lot of them, literally. So if you go on to some places' sites, they have a sheet for you to fill out for your name and your information, your build. This one place that I filled out even had references to other companies and vehicles that you've built for those companies. And then there was a specific question on there. Have you taken a vehicle to SEMA before? Or will you be taking this vehicle to SEMA? So the amount of pressure that the industry is putting on how amazing SEMA is, it's got me mind-boggling.
It's like they're hyping it up.
Exactly, and every single company is in on it. All of these companies that go to SEMA, yes, it is.
Or maybe they've figured out the loophole is like if they don't go to SEMA, if we ask them if they're going to SEMA, it'll deter people asking for for donations and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but the amount of retailers.
Does the parking lot count? I'm going there. I'm not taking a vehicle. I'm taking this vehicle to SEMA to go look at SEMA.
So that, if you guys don't know, me personally, that is my goal, to go to SEMA. I've never been there. SEMA is in Vegas. It's a long way away. It's not like I can just take a day trip or something like that out there. So I haven't gotten the chance to go out there in my lifetime, but that's one of the things I would just want to go there to see it. And I think that's one of the things. I don't think it's too much to ask.
Yeah.
Some of these places where I think it'll be really cool to see just the show, to see if the hype of what all of these companies and these sponsors are putting on the show actually makes the show in real life. Like, will it make it that amazing if I was to actually go there this year?
LB7 wants to know if I want to sponsor his Duramax.
He'll give you a dirty old Ron sticker.
I do have those now.
Yep. Dirty old Captain Ron sticker.
I haven't done a whole lot of promoting it yet because I'm putting videos out, but
sup, John from work?
I'll get there. What up, buddy?
Yep.
The way that works is you got to hit that bell notification to get the notifications on us going live. I would think a YouTuber would know that.
That it would help.
It does help.
It does help. Yes, it would. Yep. Well, we've got all these cool things going on. If you guys didn't hear earlier, I know I'm going to be sorry that ahead of time that my videos over the next 2 weeks are going to be kind of spotty and random. They're not going to be as normal as you guys are going to be used to. They're going to be coming out at some different times. Just trying to get the information out there as I get it, because I'm not one of the guys who likes to sit on videos and like plan them out weeks ahead of time.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Look at that one. Spam City.
I'll whatever.
Wow. I've never seen that one before. That's a new one.
Look at the name.
That's just special.
Man,
right
I don't know what it is, but this is the most trolling we've got in a live stream ever.
I feel kind of special.
I do feel kind of special.
The most trollage we've ever had.
I'm not setting a bar by any means. So
we're setting the bar at how many trolls that we can get into live streams.
That shows how popular we are. If we can get trolls, I'm gonna have to start moderating people in the chat.
We've got Middle Eastern trolling.
I'm gonna have to start our people who are in the chat all the time. We're gonna have to start giving them mod status so that they can help moderate.
It's funny that they ended their troll style as with
Allah Akbar.
All the snack bar. They get that Allah snack bar in there. Got to make sure you get that one.
A 410 says we must be trending on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we are trending. But
Trending, because we are kind of trendy guys.
are we?
Yes, we are.
We're gonna start getting Nigerian princes here coming here soon. You are my heir, and I will give you USD $1 million if you give me your bank account.
Yes.
Okay,
that's how it works.
Seems legit.
So, like I was saying, videos are going to be kind of spotty over the next couple of weeks, but they will be coming out, very, very hard up there. Where's Backroad Diesel? I actually spoke with him at one of the last truck shows with Truckmaster up in Michigan this last year. And after his surgery that he had on his shoulder, he's been having a bunch of issues with that. And then trying to get back into the YouTube thing was just hard for him to step back into. So I think that's one of the reasons that he just doesn't have the gumption in there. Plus, was a couple of other things going on in his life at the same time. Hopefully we'll see him come back, because he was one of those hits that came through with like 5 or 6 videos with his trucks that just bam, 100,000 views. They just hit the right time. They hit the right spectrum of people.
What's up,
on top of that? So it'll be one of those cool kind of things that we've got going on. Well, that's about all I've got for the stream tonight. Yep. Captain Ron, you got anything else?
Be looking for a video to come out later tonight. I'm going to go up and finish it here in a little bit. I've got another video possibly coming down the pipe here pretty soon. I got a tool haul coming in from school. Yes, tools.
Yay, tools.
So that'll be a video this week. This week sometime. So be on the lookout for that. And
410 knows how it is. That's the message.
Yes, that is literally there. Yep, there they went. You saw her. But yeah, I got videos coming out this week, and like I said, a live stream possibly on Thursday from the banquet. And again, thank you guys so much for the support.
Definitely, without you guys, our channels would be nothing. We appreciate all the support by far. And you guys are, as always, just amazing. I appreciate everything that you guys have done. So, yeah.
George says hi.
Stay tuned into the channel.
Graduation.
Go Tools.
Yay, Tools. Please put a Dirty Old Ron sticker in my crate this month.
There we go.
A Dirty Old Ron sticker?
Apparently, thanks to Jason, a.k.a.
Yeah, they're just saying Dirty Old Ron now.
Yeah, old car auto guy.
Yeah.
He has now coined me to be Dirty Old Ron.
It happens.
Thanks, Jason.
Yep. All right, guys, that's going to be about all we've got for the night. I'm going to chop it off right here. Thank you, as always. You guys stay awesome.
We'll see you next time.
And stay awesome.
And see you next time.